Welcome back, folks. This is my first year sending holiday cards, so I've asked for some help for those of us who want beautiful envelopes, but might need a little support with our penmanship. Amanda Reid is a luxury calligrapher and a live engraving artist, and she's here with some education for us. The things that she can work on and make beautiful are absolutely incredible. Amanda, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about your journey into calligraphy, because you started somewhere else entirely.
I did. So my background is in physical therapy. I'm a physical therapist, but while I was in grad school, I took calligraphy classes just as a form of self-care and for something fun to do. And then from there, I just practiced while taking notes in class, and I got really good at it. And then after graduating, I kind of shared my work online, and then people were asking me to make things for their wedding and teach classes, and it just grew from there.
And now it's a full-time gig?
It's a full-time gig now, yes.
That is so cool.
Thank you.
Being able to be an artist full-time, I always think is such an achievement.
It's really fun.
That's awesome. Okay, so folks might be addressing holiday cards shortly if you're kind of on the earlier end of sending things out. Can you give us a quick demo on Calligraphy 101?
Yes.
You were giving me one off camera, and I will say you make it look real easy, sister.
Yes.
But we'll walk everybody through it.
Okay.
And it starts with not using maybe the traditional calligraphy pen.
So for beginners, this pen is a little bit more intimidating for newbies, but I like to use these brush pens. And so they've got a flexible tip which mimics using a traditional calligraphy pen. So the first thing I tell people is to practice your up and down strokes. So when you're going up, you're using just the tip of the pen and doing a light upstroke, so very thin. And as you come down, you're going to press a little bit harder, and you have a thick, heavy stroke. Perfect.
Do you know what? Me copying her makes it look like I know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
but we've already done this off camera, and
We did.
So that's the light up and the dark down.
Yes.
But it does get a little bit more complicated
It
after
does,
that.
yes, because the alphabet is not straight up and down, so you can always practice some little waves, so up thin and then back down thick, kind of like that. And then when you're transitioning to doing, that looks great, by the way.
Thank you. I'm learning from the best.
Yeah, so there's several basic strokes. We won't go through them all today, but if you wanted to just write in your own traditional or cursive, but apply these strokes, if I were to write happy or maybe joy, I would go up thin, down thick, and then back up thin.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And you're just applying that principle of up thin, down thick, up thin, down thick. And calligraphy is really like a slow practice.
You said that actually that's one of the easiest things for people to mess up, is that we want to do well on it. So
Yes.
we're gripping that pen a little bit
Yeah.
tighter, and that's the wrong thing to do.
Yes. You want to have a nice loose hand whenever you're writing in calligraphy, so that you don't have a tight, I call it the death grip. You don't want the death grip.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I told you I write in block letters in all capitals, and you said, can you do cursive?
Yeah.
So a little cursive in the mix, even if it's not fully cursive, is still kind of where you maybe want to be for a traditional look.
Yeah, if we're doing more modern calligraphy style, there's tons of different traditional scripts that you can do with calligraphy. But if we're doing more modern, then you can definitely use your cursive and then just apply the thick and thin pressure to make it look more like calligraphy.
A little bit of practice, I think, before I get to the envelopes, but I
Yes.
do see that it is possible now,
Yes,
thanks to
it
you.
is, yeah.
Okay, all right, let's talk a little bit more about the services that you offer, because you can do a whole lot of things, including being at someone's event and engraving live, engraving glasses, perfume bottles.
Yes, luggage tags, leather items, wood items, like any surface is safe for writing and engraving on.
That is so cool. And so it's like a little drill bit.
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah.
that you
So
use.
we use different tools. If we're writing on leather or wood, then we have like a heating tool that we use to emboss into the item. And then with any glass or metal, we'll do an engraving drill.
Man, that is really cool. And so people can watch,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
you writing their name or
Yes.
seeing their friend's name get
Yes.
written, that sort
Yep.
of thing.
Yeah, it's a great activation for people to watch and enjoy the art of calligraphy.
And it might be perfect for a wedding, but also a good idea for corporate events, right?
Yeah,
You've got corporate holiday parties.
Holiday parties, it's a
Yeah.
great time. We're getting booked up for the holidays, for Christmas parties, Thanksgiving, end of year anniversaries, so it could be anywhere and anything.
Call now is what I'm hearing. Call before she gets too booked up.
Yeah.
And then you and I were talking off camera, there's going to be a slew of newly engaged people by the time we get to the end of the year, because
Yes.
we've got all these holidays coming up where people love to propose. So what would be your advice to brides as to how early they should get in touch with you, and any thoughts that they should start to make around the list, when things need to
Yeah.
happen, the deadlines, that sort of thing?
Yeah, so my first recommendation is to always enjoy the engagement season while it lasts, because it's a short period of time before you get into the planning. But start thinking about your vendors pretty soon and reach out as soon as you can, because a lot of vendors tend to get booked up a year in advance.
A year, yeah.
So if you've got a photographer, a stationer, or a planner that you want to work with, and you want to reach out pretty soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And then what about for you?
Yeah, so I would say as soon as you know what you want to do and like your venue, then you can reach out to me. The sooner the better.
And
Yeah.
then let's talk about customization, because I think, it looks like you can do anything that a bride is really asking for.
Yeah. So we recently did a wedding where instead of traditional tent cards, place settings, we did luggage tags for the
that's
escort
awesome.
cards for everyone to know where their table seating is.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so we can get really
and
creative.
something to fly home with.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was traveling. It was like a destination wedding, so everyone got luggage tags to take home.
So just need to get in touch with you and start that conversation.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yep.
All right. Sounds good to me, Amanda. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. God, she's good at what she does. All right. Check out Amanda's luxury calligraphy and live engraving services. Learn more about booking her at AmandaReidDesigns.com.